Hey guys, Kyle today with another YouTube video, and I got you Kindred gameplay in new season. So I'm gonna be releasing guides probably soon. Just to get a feel of the game first, and then I'll like give you guys more like concrete answers, like good builds that I've actually tested instead of just saying shit out of my ass, like just making up stuff. So this game I took PTA with Triumph, Alacrity, Coup, and I took Sudden Impact, Ulti Honor. In other games, I was trying inspiration, so there's more to come. And my build was very funny this game. I was kind of just testing out items, and honestly, it didn't really matter what I built. But yeah, I was testing out Essence Reaver, second the Kraken, and I've noticed also Kindred's bug right now. If you guys didn't know that, where your first crab is on mark, they didn't fix where the um the marks should start earlier. Basically, like it starts at like 3:15 or something, but yeah, we're just out of a mark for some reason, and they refuse to fix it instantly. Really weird. But I do think you need Kraken to play right now. That's like my take. But it could change in a couple of days for sure. And I do really think, because of how much harder it is to clear camps, that you actually need marks more than before. That's what I feel like too. Like if you don't get like the first mark, you don't have like two marks. I feel like you're clear so slow. And a way to kind of like circumvent that, like like the way, is to buy Kraken. Kraken does a lot of damage. A very good tempo item too, and it just feels like if you don't um get marks or buy Kraken, you just can't clear for shit. Right now, I have only been Kraken, so I've yet to try like Trial first, Essence Reaver first. But my take on Essence Reaver though, it's not bad. I think it's a pretty good item. On the champion, you benefit from the sheen, the haste. The AD is good. Everything's just great. Other than that, Kraken still the same old item. LDR also got buffed, so that's a good item. You can still go collector if you want. Traverse collector, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, builds haven't really changed at all on this champion. Literally the same thing. So don't like lose your minds. There's no like unique kind of build you can go. Also my top players game Solar Balka. Yeah, so you guys want to see reaction like with this game, you can watch this stream VOD. But yeah, we're clearing, and this is my first clear. I didn't do any practice tool or jungle like clear testing, and I didn't realize like, wait, I clear so slow, like just look at my channel. Also, I eat here a bit too early, but yeah, I just feel like I clear so slow, and it feels hard to like play the game. And but that's the case for both junglers. Here we're fighting here. I start the fight with E because it was getting chunked pretty hard. Then we play to get out because they do have the HP advantage. And somehow my Karthus dies. Unlucky. And yeah, I end up getting double crabbed. And actually, both Kindred games I played today, I just get double crabbed because there's just no counterplay. I can't play the game. It just seems like Kindred is in a very weird state right now. It feels like actually feels weak. That's how it feels. I think maybe you should just cheese gank or invade, force invade every game no matter what. That's another hot take, but more testing. But she does feel very strong when you get items though. Here, unfortunately, Raptor invade because he played to double crab me, right? I base got my item advantage, so I feel very comfortable taking this fight. And also, just earlier, Akali used Shroud, so that means she is pretty weak. And I'm contesting this Raptor camp. They don't need to fight it, but I play for a chunk here, and see here we got a kill on the Akali. And this is like something you can do with Galio. Let's say if you're a duo with your mid laner, you can just force a fight at the Raptor camp. And this is his second Raptor camp, so he really wants to like get it right. If he gives it, it feels very bad for his game. And I go do my camps. And I think here I decide, okay, I'm just gonna do my Raptors. Instead of clearing down, I'm just gonna do my Raptor, Wolves, Gromp, and just play the recall. And then maybe potentially contest the Drake. Because Lee Sin will not re-enter his top side because his top camps, well, one of his top camps are down. But it's not correct for him to run all the way to his Krugs and run all the way to his bot side. The correct thing for him to do, because he knows his camp got yoinked, is to do his bot camps, potentially invade my bot side, then pull Dragon. So I'm going to do these camps fast, and then look to recall, or I can take his Krugs at the end of the clear if I don't feel like basing. Or maybe I make a very late top play. So that's like what I'm thinking right now in this game. Right now, because I have marks, it feels a lot easier to clear my camps. That's what I noticed in the game. But even then, even so, I don't know. Jungle feels a bit weak. Like actually, like in terms of like clearing. Um, Overall, but other than that, like I mean, the role still feels like I think it's the role still strong. But yeah. Here I'm trying to gank their top lane. He did ward earlier, so I think he did a kind of deeper ward in the river. And it's hard to really kill him when my GP's If my GP had mana, I do think it was very killable. Here we're just straight up buying Kraken. And I think he's on Dragon. And because the Dragon has been slain, that means his top side's gonna be up. And I get to fight this top crab, which should be mine. It's gonna mark. Playing around my Galley here, because Lee Sin just showed. I want to make sure Galley gets his wave. And I ping to, you know, I'm gonna play for the crab. Get the crab, let's chill. I do think you should prioritize farming a lot on jungle currently. You should only play the 5 if it's free. I mean, it's the same thing. The game, guys, I'm not joking. The game hasn't changed that much. Simple as it is. Jungle just feels a bit weaker to play. GG. That's it. The game starts 30 seconds sooner. My marks are bugged. Kindred marks are bugged. There's that. Build-wise, nothing has changed for Kindred, at least. Other than buying Essence Sphere, which was a build before. So we're just going back to what builds were back in the day. And gameplay wise, it's just the same thing. You farm, you scale, get marks. Hopefully they fix this bug ASAP. I would love to play for the first crab, knowing it's gonna mark. It would be very nice if when I wake up tomorrow, it works like that. If it doesn't, I'm quite mad. It makes me kind of demotivated to play Kindred, but you know, I do for you guys. But again, I do think she does feel very strong with the crit items. And I also think Emax might be better second over W, but I'm not sure. I might be completely wrong, but this game I went Emax. The game after this I played, or another game of Kindred, I went QW, and I took Jack of all trades, so nobody knows. I did try Kraken Triforce, and it felt very good to play. Not gonna lie. So I might just default to Kraken Triforce every game, and just play for marks. It feels like the only way to play the game. And if the game is a bit more faster pace, then I'd rather buy, you know, a strong item like Triforce seconds. Can also go Cleaver, that also works. Oh, we're gonna see a very ugly play. I didn't ult here. Just to keep in mind, this was my second game. Here I should have already pressed R. It's unlucky. My bad. We should have just killed them all here for free. I could have also flashed. I didn't flash because, you know, kind of triggered out myself. But it's okay. We're still in a very good game state. Bard does end up dying. I heard Akali is on the bad spot with Gunblade, but I don't know. Nobody knows. Do you know champs like Sonar OP for some reason on the first day of the season? Because of items. Yeah, I think when Sono has a high win rate, something's wrong with the game. We should just instantly just gut enchanters that abuse that item. I don't know, whatever it's called. Nobody knows. Here, we're running straight to the crab. Thiessen did die. So, he could run straight here. Or, well, if he does, I probably have to respect it or flip it. Or give it. Oh yeah, that's what respect means. And then go other side. Or, you know, I just flip it. And sometimes, I don't mind flipping it. Get a free kill. Akali is just for fun. And we just go do camps. They're on Herald. It is what it is. I also think, because they remove feet and, you know, you don't need to go to war for, like, feat of strength, you know, getting 3 kills, towers, objectives, these things. I actually think it's worth giving up Drake. Even ideally you get some of the grubs, but if you don't kill the like and like GG the game, ruin the game for it. But I think it's worth giving these objectives for more camps and more gold onto yourself, and so you can carry the game. I think it's completely fine to do in current state of league. Because right now, we kind of went back to where Baron's at 20 minutes of Autocon. So to me, how I used to approach the game before when I played Kindred and the game was like that, is I just didn't force the early objectives unless it was very good on my timer, and just prioritized taking camps and stealing camps, because it's really good for my game, getting items. But of course, it's hard to do that. Let's say if the enemy jungler just full clears, plays to his winning lane, takes the objective, then you can't really get advantage off that, right? So in those type of games, ideally, you try to invade, but it's kind of hard to say for you guys, like when you have to recognize that. Like here, I'm forcing a top play here because this dragon to me doesn't really matter, but you know we can break this top tower and kill this guy, which sets back his game and accelerates our games. So I forced a top play here. I really want to force it because we have Bard ult, we have Portal, and he's respecting it quite hard, but you're going to see that we're going to force it anyways. And I think about recon, but I don't know why I'm such a pussy. We should just dive, especially now that like we hear dragon has been slain. They can't be here. Bard also tower. We get the artillery strike, Karthus ults too. GP Dean to flash. I do have ult for him. It's all good. I was saying that we should maybe dive this guy. We can only dive him if Galio came with us. Also, we can't. It's probably worth it because Galio can cover mid later. We might lose one player, or Karthus can go cover it. But you know, Karthus doesn't mind suiciding under the tower for gold. And here, you know, I'm playing for more camps. My marks are good. My economy is good. And yeah, other than that, you know, I think I ranted a bit. Talk about the itemization in the game itself. Seems chill. Also, I do think Bloodline is very OP. This game I didn't take it, but I took it later. It's especially good when you buy items that already have a decent amount of attack speed, like Kraken. It feels very nice. Also, one thing to get used to is that your first smite is 1k instead of 900 now, and your second smite is 4200. Keep that in mind when you're doing your your east smite secures. Here I'm out flashing because I don't need to. Probably could play a bit better. I do feel a bit washed. Well, I don't know. It feels good to play on this map though. I actually really dislike the snow map. It felt very off to me. And then, I just feel a bit off. Just playing League again. Probably take a couple days to adjust to it, because I haven't been playing Reds. Let me know what other champs you guys want to see. You guys want to see Graves, Kha'Zix and stuff, let me know. I also do think, I did try Graves game today, and yeah, Triforce is still the best first item on the champion. Everything else just feels like trash. I tried non-Triforce, and I thought about it more, and I thought to myself, why am I not building Triforce every game in Graves? It's just his best item. For Kindred, I think you should go Kraken every game, or you should play the Triforce build I made, Triforce LDR. You can go Collector with that build too if you want, but you take Jack of all trades, take Bloodline, very scaling, very strong on your white item too. Kraken is also very good on your white item. I do think Kraken Triforce is very strong, but you know, we'll see. I'm going Kraken Essence Reaver this game, which was a build a long time ago. It's very high in damage, and also this is a random fight here. Like, I'm just clearing my camps, I don't know. Like, it just didn't look like a good fight because they were grouping, and my Karthus was dead. Even though he has ult, it just didn't feel like a good fight, but I don't know. Because I was already on my topside camps when the fight happened. Other than that, yeah, Lucian's here. Stole his shit. Trying to see if I can kill him. He's not here. Playing for GP. Akali TP'd here. You know, he's here somewhere. And I think he saw me when he was TPing in. Here I'm trying to press ult for my GP. They don't want to be saved. Maybe I should just commit to Akali straight up instead of playing like I kind of played to try to kill both of them, you know, instead of just like one for winning or one for twoing. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, if my GP just clicked down, we would have killed Akali and he would have lived, and maybe we can kill Nautilus. I don't know. That's all good. We got ER. Good damage item. After ER though, I went Collector, but that's because we were ahead, right? Oh yeah, I was looking at the stats. I was like, huh. After this, you can buy like IE. You can go Collector. You can go Zeal. And Zeal item's kind of trash. You should always go IE, LDR, Collector. One of these three, I think, are just the best items to buy. It's a bit weird, but it's very high on your. It's very high damage when you get your E proc. That's what you have to think about when playing this build. I'm doing camps. No, I really want to fight. I'm strong. This guy's just one for winning perma. Nobody knows why. And I could run to the Krugs here to get a free mark, but objectives matter at this point. At this point in the game, this is where you should start playing for objectives. The first objectives, I think don't matter, but I think second and third matter a lot. I think here, eating the hook was very risky. We ended up living and kind of lucking out. Here, I think I ulted Galio. He probably was one auto from dying, or two autos. You got the objective, good fights. Now I'm thinking about what to do next. I think here I could probably run to his top side, but if Akali's a psychopath and just guards it kind of, I'm just gonna die. It's kind of risky, another Akali being up. I think if everyone's dead and it was just Nautilus, I think I can go take his top side. But because Akali, you know, can't be anywhere, it's not showing, it's pretty risky. So keep that in mind. And this kind of play, when you know his whole top side's up, you can play for it if no one's can stop you. But again, I thought someone could stop me. I'm buying Collector here because they're not that tanky. They're actually quite squishy. And when you have marks plus your Kraken auto, you actually do enough damage even if they have towers. People will like bitch and complain, oh, you need to buy LDR because their base armor's high, blah blah blah. I don't care. Like, loyal players complain too much about that shit. There's a reason why high elo players all build Collector. We're not bad at the game. We're high elo for a reason. Item has very good synergy on Kindred. I'm ahead, and I actually have a lot of marks. If I didn't have a lot of marks, I would probably think about buying Lordonyx here. But my mark economy is very good. I'm pretty fed, I would say. And if the armor does become an issue, I just buy Last Whisper after my Collector, and that's good enough. We didn't see that. Also, they have Merc Treads. Keep that in mind. Feels very good when you have kind of engaged champions, especially on your team, because enemy team has to kind of decide tab eyes or Merc Treads. If they go tab eyes, they just CC and they get CC'd and die. CC'd and die. If they buy Merc Treads, I just do infinite damage. Simple as that. That's why playing with engage is very OP as Kindred. Not like playing with Enchanter is bad, but it's just a bit weaker. Then here, you know, we're playing, try to do something. My camps are down, Drake is down, and I really want a Herald because I have it. And I've noticed that like you can play for plates. So you know, CG tier 2 towers playing for plates does feel very good. It gets like little, I don't know what you call this, the thing that charges up in the tower. I don't know what the name is, but yeah, you just walk up to it and maybe you can get plates. Feels very good. Cloud flash on me, try to burn my ult. I think I could have ulted a second later, potentially half a second later. This like the haste kind of like being showcased here. Oh my god, at least it flashed on the Karthus. But yeah, there was a fight like this similar to this in the other Kindred game I played. I had Bloodline and I just completely lived. So I do think Bloodline is very good. I do think going Kraken is very good on this champion. Here, I'm running straight to his boss side. So you see how no one can stop me, right? So the other scenario, Akali can stop me reds. But here, no one can stop me. Akali's dead. I push out this mid wave. I can hit mid tower, and I can take his ball camps. Here, you know, I just hit the mid tower real quick because I have the charge thing. Oh, I didn't take his ball camps here. I took his top camps. But this is like something you just want to think about. This is how you like profit. Now we base. Oh yeah, definitely do not go Stormraiser on this champion. It just can't be good. Thing is though, there was a build back then where you would go Kraken, Storm. No, what was it? It was Warrior, Stormraiser, Rapid Fire. Like Warrior was the season 10 item when Kindred was very OP. It was one like it was like peak Kindred. Current day similarity to that. You can go Kraken, Stormraiser, then look to buy Rapid Fire, Lord Dominic's, and you will have enough damage to play the game. I'll give it a try to see how it feels. When I do end up playing it, I'm pretty sure it's fun. You just have to get the BF sword recall, otherwise you will never be able to like complete the item. And playing for BF sword on jungle, it feels hard, especially on your first item. So it's a lot easier to do that when playing for your second item. Here we're doing Baron because they got chunk and they're low, so we get it pretty easily. You can see here I'm buying Zeal item, but that's because I had a perfect base, and again they're not stacking armor, which means you could buy IE, but I didn't feel like buying pickaxe. I'm just addicted to buying Zeal item. And now I'm just clearing down to my bot side, try and get Rapid Fire. I can also go PD this game if I want. This guy almost took my camp. And here I walk in. They're here somewhere because, you know, they're playing for this objective. Now we just start hitting it. As long as you dodge a call E, she can't just one-shot you usually, unless she's like Omega fed. Here getting hooked is not too bad because the call just didn't have E yet, but you know, it just barely came up. I don't know why I ulted. I mean, ulting there is like fine. Because she can like QR. But I don't think she has enough damage. I do think if she was a Shadow Flame Call Gunblade, she probably has enough damage. I don't know about Leandra's Gunblade. Unless that is actually the build, I don't know. But it doesn't seem correct. I think Shadow Flame in this game is like pretty OP into our comp. Like we're all very squishy. Unless she really needs it for a lane. I don't know if Gunblade's the first item. First itemize, if you're able to itemize it first. I don't know. A lot of what ifs right now in terms of builds on certain champions, but as for our champ, it's pretty much the same. You guys have probably seen this build before. You go Kraken into ER Collector. It's very high tempo, very good components. Alright, now it's fucking here. Nobody knows what happened there. And yeah, we just win the game here. And GG. That's a wrap. I don't know if you guys enjoyed me yapping, but you know, it's just first day of the season. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, subscribe for more future content. Peace.